own, but would not give up hers just to marry him. So, Elizabeth Cady became Elizabeth Cady Stanton, and had babies, cooked meals, washed dishes, mended clothes, and did laundry. She loved her babies, but she did not love cooking and dishes and mending and laundry. One day, her friend Lucretia Mott invited her to a lunch. Lucretia had always shared Elizabeth's ideas about all the things women could do and would do if only they had the right. The other women at lunch shared them too. Elizabeth got fired up. She proposed they hold a meeting. A meeting that would gather together lots and lots of women from all around to talk. But what would they talk about? There were so many things that needed to be set straight. Married women couldn't own property or even the money they worked to earn. Elizabeth had learned long ago that only men could change the laws, because only men could vote. That was it. That was the one thing that could change everything. If women could vote, they could help change all kinds of laws. This idea was so shocking, so huge, so daring, Elizabeth's friends gasped out loud. If they were flabbergasted, what would other people think? Elizabeth did not waver. She knew voting was the only way to make a difference. Her battle cry for the right to vote rang out. "Have it we must, use it we will." Even her Henry thought she had gone too far. But on July 19, 1848, when Elizabeth arrived at the meeting place, she saw for herself that she hadn't. The small church in Seneca Falls, New York, was filled with hundreds of people. Elizabeth read aloud what she and a few of the women had written together. Their declaration of right and sentiments challenged the idea from the Declaration of Independence that all men are created equal. When she was finished, she looked into the faces of the crowd and waited. The room was silent. Then a rumbling began. It grew louder and louder and louder as people argued whether or not women should be allowed to vote. Word of the meeting spread like wildfire. Newspapers across the country scolded Elizabeth for her boldness. But other women joined her in battle. The idea of women having the right to vote began to buzz in the ears of people from Maine to California. Elizabeth had tossed a stone in the water, and the ripples grew wider and wider and wider. Many said Elizabeth must be stopped. But she was unstoppable. She changed America forever. Author note: Elizabeth Cady Stanton, 1815 to 1902, was married to Henry Stanton for 46 years and raised 7 children. Throughout this time, she worked tirelessly for women's rights. She even ran for Congress in 1866. She reasoned that although she couldn't vote for men, men could still vote for her. In 1869, she and Susan B. Anthony created the National Woman Suffrage Association. Elizabeth served as president for 21 years. She never limited herself to championing only women's right to vote. She was passionate about girls' sports, property and child custody rights for women, co-education, equal wages for women, reforming divorce laws, abolition, and birth control. Elizabeth's daughter